What's the next comment, Donovan?
Last comment says, do you think they should like charge the bottom 50% a flat tax rate?
Oh.
I guess it's always going to depend.
Flat tax for bottom 50%.
But she said rate, so not
flat tax, for the most part.
Flat tax, like the bottom 50%. If you make less than X amount of dollars, you're considered bottom 50%. You pay 3% in tax or something along those lines, right?
Right.
13% is the number I see thrown around a lot. No,
I don't either.
Here's why. So, I don't like the flat tax rate. This they're not gonna like this.
Yeah,
answer.
I know. I can already tell.
I like the fact that if you have a good CPA who knows the tax code, that you can take advantage of the tax code because the government sets the tax code up. It's not loopholes. Right. They set it up to incentivize.
Right.
So what I would say to the bottom 50% is get your money up. If that means, second job for a little while, whatever, like learn a skill.
Work harder, yeah.
Yeah. Figure something out, because if you're not making enough money, you have a problem. You either have a budget problem where you're overspending, or you need to learn a different skill set because the skill set you have is not giving you enough. With that being said, get your money up, hire a good professional CPA. Don't go on TurboTax and things of that nature. It costs you just as much as if you went to a CPA that's good or close to it. It's never quote unquote free. Even when I was poor, really broke, it cost me money to file my taxes. Go to a CPA, and I was trying to use TurboTax or whatever it was, but go to a CPA, talk to the CPA, go over ways that you can benefit and save when it comes to your taxes and get a return.
Right.
Because there's tax code that will benefit you. So if you go to a flat tax rate and you take away that tax code, you're actually going to hurt people when it comes to paying taxes. Now, my belief is we do need to pay some taxes, so I'm not going to get too much into that.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too much into that today, but if you have questions about my belief on tax code and tax law and taxes and if they're too high or they're too low and fair share versus not fair share, all that, hit us up on our social media and ask the questions. Criticize me. I love Man, haters are my motivators. But no, I don't think that they should go to a flat tax rate. I think that there's a reason that we have the tax code. It's to incentivize certain people, certain businesses to do certain things to drive more job creation and wealth and so on and so forth. Ben, what are your thoughts?
Do you feel like credit cards should be used or no?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think credit cards are bad.
Right.
What do you mean credit cards used for what?
Just credit card utilization just in general to like maybe... I don't know. Like make money, save money. I don't know.
What I would recommend is getting 2 credit cards with high credit limits.
I disagree with you.
Using them extremely limited, meaning a couple $100s a month.
Yeah.
Use it for gas. Use it just for gas every month. Pay it down to $20, $30 at the end of the month. Build credit to give you options, like for home ownership, for a car, for things like that.
I get what you're saying.
But that's the reason to use them.
In theory.
In theory, but it's not to actually utilize the credit. It's to build your credit.
Yeah. Here's the problem I have.
What?
3 out of 5 Americans don't have a budget. They aren't disciplined enough to utilize credit cards in the right way.
Right.
So I would never tell somebody to go out and get a credit card because they're going to see a PS5 that they want in the new Madden game, and they're going to buy it on the credit card, and then they're going to forget to make the payment, and it's actually going to hurt them.
How do you build the credit score, though?
You have to be disciplined and have the credit card, right? So I think that as time has evolved, we've gotten lazy when it comes to underwriting and qualifying and so on and so forth. There's untraditional methods of credit that we can do if you don't have a credit score. This is what Dave Ramsey does speak on. I don't agree in personal debt and utilizing personal debt. I do agree in utilizing low interest debt on primary residence or investment properties, things of that nature. And I don't even agree with 100% financing in a lot of situations. There's certain situations I do. I think everything's nuanced. The problem I have with America is we're fat, happy, and lazy right now. And this country has gotten fat, happy, and lazy. And when I say they've gotten lazy, 3 out of 5 Americans don't make a budget. In the 70s, I don't think that was the number. In the 60s, I don't think that was the number. When we had, dad at work, mom home with the kids, I don't think that was the number. And, all the people watching this, fact check me if I'm wrong. Like, hit me with the facts. Like, I like reading the comments, and I respond to pretty much all of them. And I'm still responding to the big video. Yeah. There's a lot on there, but my whole thing is if you can't make a budget, you should not have a credit card, right? So if you don't know exactly how much you're going to spend on gas to utilize your credit to pay off it, because you need to pay that credit card off every month so that you aren't having to pay interest. What's 23% interest on $1,000? Is it $230?
1,000.
Probably.
But what I'm getting at is, if you don't pay it off in full every month, you're going to be paying interest on that money. And
230. But that's annual, right?
yeah, so divide by 12. So if you have a credit card balance of $1,000 per month,
Yeah.
Or is it annual?
it's not annual.
Mortgages are annual. Let me see.
So but I'm saying, like, okay, if you don't, I agree with you, but if you don't use the credit card, what can you do to get your credit score to a certain number, or if they want to work on it?
Well, you kind of need it.
You kind of need the credit card.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Because installment does not really.
Yeah, installment doesn't do much.
Like
to
if you have a
help
car,
credit score.
it doesn't really help
I was gonna
much.
say, that doesn't go to it, or like a phone bill or anything.
No.
So what it really
they're
takes-
starting to allow you to put that stuff on there, but it isn't fully in effect yet.
What it really takes into account is, and again, it's algorithms and things like this, but it really takes into account the fact that you have this ability to use credit and you haven't needed to. So what it looks like, it looks at the amount of credit limit that you have available and how much you actually have at the end of each month, in terms of balance. So to build credit, you actually, yes, you do need to have credit cards to get yourself to the upper 700 credit
but
score.
I have to tell everybody, if you're going to get a credit card, you need to have a budget. You need to know exactly how much money is coming in, post-tax as well, and then you need to pay those credit cards off in full, because it's $230 a month. I'm pretty sure credit cards are not.
Yeah. So, right. And that's kind of like what I said, like just one use for it, like gas. So because you do need to use it, but make sure it's something that you aren't going to get carried away with. If you only use it for gas, I mean, that's a few.
But pay it off every single month.
Right.
Do not be late on a payment.
Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah.
So your
No,
answer
never.
on credit cards is, I would not utilize credit cards unless I was responsible enough to do it. The problem in this country, 3 out of 5 people aren't responsible enough to do that. But listen, this has been a great episode.
been a long one.
That was the last comment.
Yep.
Donovan, it's always great to see you. Always great to have you here. Love the fact that you're with us. Ben, I hate you.
Yeah. Feelings mutual.
But listen, that's it, folks. We appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody for watching. If you haven't done it yet, bang the red subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and go and follow us. We're the Loan Guys Podcast, but you will find us on NBI Financial Group. Go to NBI Financial Group on every single one of our social medias. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. We're NBI Financial Group on all of it. Literally everything. We're NBI Financial Group on YouTube. We're NBI Financial Group on Rumble. We are NBI Financial Group, your premier mortgage broker. Thank you for watching. Thank you. And don't forget to bang the red subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and leave a comment, because we are giving away $1,000, right? So here's how you win the $1,000. Watch our videos on YouTube. Comment on them. You have to be subscribed. Also, turn on notifications just so you know when the videos go up. Once you are subscribed, you watch the video. All you have to do is leave a comment. Don't just say great video, great thoughts. Give your actual thoughts on something that we're talking about in the video. Show us you watched it, and put in that comment your Instagram handle. Every time you do that on any of our videos, we will enter you into a drawing for $1,000. It's either Bitcoin or cash. It's your choice. We will do that for you. We will give that to you, and we're giving it away on September 1st. This is going to be huge. We're about to put some advertising dollars away for our giveaway. Please go and do that. But for now, we're out. Peace.